So here's our next matchup. It's Bruce Edgar from O Billiard 2 and Gabe Lisz from College 4. Gabe wins the rack, breaks the balls but loses the cue ball off the table and gives ball in hand to Bruce, so he's got this one ball following forward for the 2 in the left side pocket. A little drawback for the 3 down the rail into the bottom left. Hit the rail about halfway down that cushion, so missed, but he was fortunate in that he got a hook, ended up back at the table with the 3 over the pocket and the 4 over the opposite side. So playing up the table for the 5 was to avoid hooking himself, and he's done nicely there to get on the thin cut. He's come down and caromed into the 6, so it's pretty thin and it's a long reach, but he's quite a tall fella, Bruce. He manages to get that one. Cannons the 7 down the table, and it's a nice cut, but then he's cannoned the 9 into the pocket and left himself thin on the 8, overcut it and dressed it up nicely for Gabe. So 8 over the hole, and he's done well to get the cue ball all the way up the table. If you play that with topspin, sometimes it can get stuck close to the rail. So Bruce has seen enough, he can seize the first rack. Gabe with the break, leading 1-0. Nothing down, and Bruce has dogged the 1, so Gabe's up and running. Nice shot to get down for the 2, and then just dropping this in to leave himself a long shot on the 3 into the top right. Good shot there, but 4 is pretty safe, so he's just trying to play a safety there. Left a thin cut down the rail for Bruce. Looking good. Shape on the 5's nice. And didn't quite get around there with the cue ball. So safety it is. But look at this cue ball. Was it a safety or was he going for the bank? I'm not sure, but he scratched anyway. So Gabe playing down for the 7. Nice shot. Coming down 2 rails for the 8 in the same pocket. Just lost control a little bit there. So this 8 flying down the table, where's going to finish? Thin cut for Bruce. Nicely done. Come across 2 rails. Another thin cut to come down for the 10. Where's the cue ball? Oh dear. So you got to concede the next game as well here. Yeah, 2-0. That's the way this game can go. You can think you're doing well and all of a sudden you're not. So it's a dry break from Gabe. Bruce has got a chance now. He's got the 1. The 2's sitting pretty. So can he make nice shape on the 3? Slightly close to the rail that he would have liked, but he can still make this. The 4's over the side, so a little stop shot. Drew back a couple of inches actually. Very nice shot that from close to the rail. But that one kind of lost his shape a little bit. Managed to make the 5 though, that is a great cut. And he can make a rail shot first here, you can't see it directly. Very nice. Bounce out into the middle of the table, and now he's got a natural angle on the 7 to come round for the 8. Just avoid the 9. Yeah, he's done nicely. And then up the table he's going to get the correct side of the 9, which would have been slightly below the line, but he's going to have to go around the angles here. And a little bit short of pace. He was on the right line. If he could have had another 4 feet on that, it would have been perfect. A nice thin cut. Where's the cue ball? And he's safe there. Nicely done. Bruce pulls one back. 2-1. Rack 4 breaking the balls. Once again a dry break. A few shots later, Gabe tried the 1 and knocked the 3 in, so this is an option to Bruce. He can either take the shot or put Gabe back in, so he puts him back in. He's swerving around the 9, and he got that much swerve, and he actually swerved on the opposite side of it and missed it. So ball in hand, Bruce takes it from where it is, and he's just playing the safety here on the 2. pretty good. But there was a thin edge trying to make the 5. He called the 5 ball there. And it's a bit unfortunate to leave it so straightforward for Bruce. So he's going to play a combo here, 4 onto the 5. Hopefully get the 4 to stay over the pocket. A bit thin. But that's a nice kiss. And it's giving him shape on the 6. And he's come round again. He's got a bit of a thin cut on the 7 here. He's using inside English to try and hold the cue ball off one rail for the 8 in the same pocket. And he wanted to stun across a little bit more, I think, there for the 9 in this pocket, but he's done nicely. And this 10 to level the match. Oh, he's dogged it. Didn't leave it in the jaws though, which you can do when you miss those. There's a tough shot for Gabe and he's missed it as well, so he's given Bruce a second bite of the cherry and he'll take that. So it's 2 each, hill. All on this 5th rack. Bruce breaking the balls. Once again coming dry. A few shots later, this nice one for Gabe, cut it in nicely. And then once more, a few safety shots later, Bruce had this chance on the 2. Stunned off the rail, 3 in the same pocket. And that 4 is available if you can get in the right spot. He's come 2 rails, and this looks good. You can cut this in. And nicely shaped for the 5. And a stop shot, leaving a cut on the 6. And he's trying to go up and down the table there. He's caught the jaw. So a couple of shots later, this is the shot on the 8 that Gabe had. And unfortunately, he's left it over the hole for Bruce. And looking good now. He's got an angle to follow forward. And a little bit more pace would have been better, but he's okay if he can just make cushion and ball at the same time, get it to hug the rail. And there we go. Bruce manages to pull that one back.